We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
17 yards. First down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Joey Slye.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at the...
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore, 81 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Brings up second and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
41-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
That's good.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
38-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 14, Browns nothing.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Got a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Lining up for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that play much needed there, as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Odell Beckham, incomplete. He was covered by Trey Boston.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. Going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The 33-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. Fights him off. Still going. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
At the 23.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They run. Chubb. To be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Seibert on for the point after.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 34. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
27,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is out of bounds here. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.